Alright, posting that we are live to the Telegram. Good morning, guys. Good morning. We're running a little bit late to the stream today, but nonetheless, we're going to jump into the word really quick and just declare it right off the bat. The Lord shall command the blessing upon me in my storehouse and in all that I undertake. The Lord makes me to have a surplus of prosperity through the fruit of my body. He blesses me in the land he gives me. Alright guys, we have declared the word and we're going to jump straight into the charts for today and see if we can't get any supply or demand setups. I got on a minute later than I would have liked, and so it's all good, but we're going to see what we've got here now. We've got news coming out in 3 minutes, so we don't have to worry about getting in a trade in 3 minutes. We're going to be trading that news potentially reactively and going to see what's good areas for price to hit after maybe it spikes up or down or whatnot, right? So we're looking for supply and demand trades for price to hold on our pairs. So this is what we got for Australian dollar, US dollar. Jumping now to the New Zealand US dollar. We're just going to mark up some things on the chart and see what a crazy area of consolidation and demand. Let's see if we can't get a nice reaction off of any price, right? So let's kind of go upward some. Let's see what we've got to the top side. We're going to be looking to essentially trade this news reactively though coming out. I think it's the PMI, but we will see. Let me make sure I put it in the Telegram. If you guys are on the stream, comment in the chat now that we're getting things going. Let's see. Let's look left, go down. I definitely like price tapping into there. Let's see right below it. Price could even come deeper into here. That would be good areas of demand. And then ultimately an area of supply would be right here. We're marking up US CAD right now, guys. But news is coming out in a minute and 42 seconds. And we're looking for one trade today. Hopefully a win, and if not, we take a second trade, but no more than these two trades. Price has just been kind of choppy, not necessarily choppy, but creating a lot of different supply and demand candles, not necessarily giving us just clean pushes, right? Let me look back in time. There's nothing to the left here. US Swiss franc is at a significant low, I guess you would say, because it has not been this low in a little bit, especially on the smaller time frame. So US franc is probably the cleanest price action right now that we are looking at, and we're just going to draw everything on. That way we can have it. That needs to be taken off. We've got 1 minute, guys. Hey Nicholas, good morning. We're going to be looking to see how this news plays out and seeing if we can't get a reaction off of some supply or demand after the news release. Let me go over really quick and just see. I'll pull it over. We've got PMI, ISM services PMI coming out in 30 seconds here, so we are getting locked in. Nonetheless though, let's make sure we've got everything drawn on that we need drawn on and just see how price reacts with everything. So just want to make sure we've got it all ready. It comes out in 10 seconds. And it looks like we are locked in, guys. This is just kind of a mess right now on New Zealand US dollar. Let's stay on Euro US dollar for the news and see what happens. We've got 5 minutes now before we make any decision. And price is dropping on the Euro US dollar, meaning the dollar is slightly bullish. Let's look at US CAD. US CAD's dropping, so maybe it's not bullish, which means honestly we could have a good reaction here. Let's see how the actual folder came out. It's pending 51.4, slightly above the forecast, meaning it is slightly greater for the US dollar. And now we are seeing price come down. If US CAD can't come down, or if it's not going up, that just means CAD must be all that much more stronger against the US dollar. I would love to see price tap into here right now on this candle for US CAD and for us to buy it back up. That's honestly what I would love to see. That's kind of a play that we got last week on our second trade when we were trading news to kind of trade it reactively. That would be a beautiful setup on US CAD if we could get price to fall all the way down there. Will it though? I'm not 100% sure. Let's mark up that though, because if it pulls back all the way above there, I will buy US CAD to the upside. We'll see what happens though. Let's look at our other pairs. US Swiss franc is reacting off of the supply up here. We'll see though. It's still got 3.5 minutes until anything happens. It didn't really take any liquidity or anything like that, so I'm not 100% convinced that selling this would be a good idea, especially with the way that news just came out. We'll see. Honestly, if it like took out this high and reacted off of there, that would be interesting to me. US CAD, let's go to New Zealand US dollar. Price is going up. Price is going up, but I think if we got yeah, I don't know. Price is going up on New Zealand US dollar, which shows us that maybe it shouldn't be, right? This could be good shorts if price, just like US CAD, this could be good shorts if price pulls back below here, and then like US CAD, if price pulled back above here, it could be good longs. We'll see though. New Zealand US dollar is kind of all over the place right now. Not our favorite trade. Let's go to Australian dollar US dollar. Potential short sells. Cleared that little high wick. I don't know though. I don't know. Price is just going up sharply. Euro US dollar now is falling down. But Australian US dollar, with the dollar being strong, it should technically be dropping some, and we haven't seen that. So maybe price is clearing liquidity, holding the supply, and then going short. This is the best in line with our forecast. And just overall, I think we could get some beautiful shorts off Australian dollar, US dollar, especially too. Let's see, did price clear this high? It did clear this high, guys. And if you look right here really close, we're going to zoom in really quick. This is calling out for our trade today. Price broke through there, and it's holding that supply. Honestly, guys, I think we're going to be short selling Australian US dollar here in 1 minute and 30 seconds. I just think that's what's going to happen. There seems to be some indecision right now, but ultimately I think we're going to get the shorts on Australian dollar, US dollar, guys. This morning was a little bit rushed, I'm not going to lie, but we are on the charts, we are locked in, we are ready. Price is just holding that supply beautifully. You can see right here, tapped in right there. Even right here, this very last one before price kind of turned, the highest candle, price might even be holding there as well. We've got 1 minute left, guys, and then it looks like we are going to be taking shorts on the Australian dollar, US dollar. This is going to be our first trade for the day. Stop loss will be right above this candle. Oh, price is moving a lot here. I didn't realize how big this candle actually was. This candle has created a 28 pips. That's a 28 pip spread on this one candle. We've got 30 seconds though, guys. I really like price dropping from here. We'll see if it happens. It's going to be our first trade for the day, and then we're just going to try to make some money off of this if price holds the supply. We got 20 seconds left, guys. We got 20 seconds left. Oh, am I not logged into my brokerage account? No way. Alright, guys, we're short. We are short. That is a big mistake, but I saw that the sell button had no position by it. We are locked in, though. Alright, guys, we're short for the day. What a freaking mistake that was. Hey, Joshua, we were not logged into our brokerage account when that just happened. But this is our first trade. We're short in Australian dollar, US dollar. It held that supply, kind of broke that high, grabbed a little bit of liquidity, I guarantee it. And now I just see us going short for the day. I cannot believe we were just not logged into our brokerage account when that happened. Oh my gosh. Today has just not been the cleanest trading day. Let's we don't want this bear candle to flip, so we're gonna put our stop right above it at it's 3.1. We'll put it half a pip above at 3.6. No need to have this candle flip for us. We want to see it continue down lower. Ultimately, we want price to break through here to continue lower. This needs to get off, and then this line as well can get taken off. We want price to go to the downside though from here. Hopefully this candle doesn't flip. If it does flip, we don't want to be in this trade. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Nicholas. If anyone else is in the stream, comment in the chat. We'll get a good conversation going. This is our first trade for the day, guys, though. Tight stops. Australian dollar, US dollar needs to go to the downside for us to profit. It's pulling back some, but we don't want it to flip bullish. And it did. It flipped bullish, guys. We are done for the day with this trade, and now we've got our second trade coming up. Let's take a look at what we've got on our charts. Euro US dollar is not holding any demand per se. It broke through these two lines. Let's just take a look at everything and kind of get refocused after that first loss. I don't even know. Oh, the spread probably took me out because it didn't even the candle didn't even flip. Okay, we gotta stay focused. How big is this range right here right now? US CAD. US CAD did end up pulling back above there. US Swiss franc is just dropping. The dollar is dropping right here. These markets are choppy right now. It's kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. Let's just take a look at everything. I still like price going to the downside, or essentially price going up for the US dollar. Took a small loss on that trade. Got one more trade today, guys. Yeah, Australian dollar, US dollar has not made up its mind on what it wants to do. US CAD might be a potential good trade to get into, but nothing else looks like it's set up for us unless you look at US franc and see, you know, right here off of this supply. Technically could be, but we would be a candle late, so I'm not interested. US CAD would be interesting if price holds back above here. New Zealand US dollar, ideally we want to see price we want to see price come back below here if we're gonna hold, but I don't know. Okay, Australian US dollar, that candle did flip for sure. We've got 30 seconds left, guys. US CAD, potentially good buys if price holds. If price holds. If price holds this right here, I'd like to take US CAD to the upside like we had talked about before. I think we can get it, guys. This will be our second trade for the day, but we need that candle to close back above that line. If it doesn't, I'm not interested. It did not, so we're not getting in. And we're going to wait a little bit longer and see what else is playing out. Yeah, the markets are kind of messy, aren't they? It's not that clean a price action. Oh, it looks like New Zealand US dollar held under there. We were locked in on US CAD. We didn't even see it. That's alright, though. That is alright, guys. What's even that range? About 10 pips, yeah. It's all good. US CAD's dropping, it looks like. Should have kept our original stop loss on that one. All good though. All good. Let's see. US CAD is going up some. Guys, this is a mess right now. It's a mess. We're gonna have to see through the noise and figure out what we're gonna do today. New Zealand US dollar is holding into this demand right now that it just rejected off of before. Let's look at Euro. Guys, we got one more trade for the day. With price failing to go lower on Australian dollar, US dollar, like if it holds this demand right here, we might be taking it to the upside, but I don't know. It's kind of breaking through pretty strong. But especially with the news coming out that way. Who knows, guys? It's kind of a mess right now. We've got 2 minutes, though, to see if anything sets up, if we have any interest in taking a trade. Oh, because that's when the candle closes. So we're taking trades on candle closes. And so you can see the timer right here. We've got about a minute and a half left to see if there's any setup for a trade. There's nothing on US franc. US CAD is just choppy and messy for us right now. I do like it to go up, but it's just not something we want to get in. New Zealand US dollar and Australian US dollar, I think, are the only two trades that we're actually interested in. We might end up taking Australian dollar, US dollar to the upside, even after trying to short it. But you can see the same kind of play right now is happening within both of these, but I don't know. I don't know about this. New Zealand US dollar looks cleaner than Australian US dollar at this point right now. Just this insane spread on both of these though right now today. Okay, we got 20 seconds left, guys. Let's look at the bigger picture really quick. If we look at the bigger picture on both of them, New Zealand US dollar is definitely our better option. So guys, we're gonna go long on New Zealand US dollar in about 5 seconds here. Alright. Stop loss 5.5 pips. And this is our second trade for the day and our last trade for the day, guys. Our second and last trade for the day. Let's see how this plays out. It's dropping against us. We'll see. We'll see, guys. We need price to hold here. Dang, yeah, we got stopped out. The reason I was going long is because the market's They showed that news came out as stronger for the U.S. dollar, but it showed no real reaction to the downside, and price was even pushing up on that news candle, and we were looking for a reaction off of this demand to go higher. And ultimately, when we look at the bigger picture on New Zealand U.S. dollar, we see that price essentially took out this low with like some liquidity here. It was like a liquidity grab off this low, and then I would have liked to seen price come up in that case and then clear this high. And so with the news not coming out, with the news coming out one way and price moving another, I was expecting price to hopefully go up, since the news showed us that it wasn't pushing the other way. But it looks like the markets are just absolutely choppy today, guys, and we're not getting much of anything. We took 2 trades today, guys. We lost both of them. That is going to be it for the day. Let me read the chat some now. Hey, thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback. I'm just so grateful to be able to show up each day and do this for everyone. I prefer scalping because I like being, just done for the day. Like, I like to, know if I won or lost for the day. Sometimes swing trading can be stressful. You can't manage the position as well because you got to sleep. You ultimately have to check the charts a lot more than you do when you're scalping. If you scalp the way I do, I only show up for an hour, and you guys see we're trading for 20-30 minutes a day sometimes. But ultimately, I like scalping because you can manage the position a lot better while you're in it because we're locked in. We can trade candle to candle. We can cover risk. It's harder to stay locked in and cover risk when you're holding a trade for days at a time. But that's going to be it for the stream today, guys. We lost 2 trades. Our account is now down to $9,881. So we lost a little bit of money this morning, but no need to worry. We will make it back as long as we stay consistent and keep showing up each day. Markets were messy today, though, but I'll break down the trades today and how we ended up, losing and the video and stuff like that. But thank you guys for joining the stream. We're going to keep our heads up, and we'll be back tomorrow. Hope you guys had a good weekend. I hope you guys had a good trading day today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.